Good morning, students. So today we are going to start with a new topic, which is subject-verb agreement. It's a very important topic from your exam point of view. So please pay attention. Let's start with our topic. So what is subject-verb agreement? So just like the name suggests, it refers to the agreement between the subject and the verb. A verb must agree with its subject in number and person. So let's do some important rules related to it. So our first rule is two or more singular nouns or pronouns joined by and require a plural verb. So it requires a plural verb. So let us understand this with the help of some examples. Rahul and Kavita are doing their work. So in the given example, Rahul and Kavita both are nouns. So both are nouns which are joined using and, hence according to the rule, a plural verb will be used. Therefore, we will use are in this sentence. Similarly, next sentence is gold and silver are precious metals. Ajay and I are great friends. But there is an exception to the above rule, according to which if two nouns joined by and refer to the same person or thing or suggest one idea to the mind, the verb is singular. So verb will be singular. For example, the horse and carriage is ready. So in this sentence, horse and carriage is considered to be a single entity. It's obvious you cannot use a carriage without a horse, hence your verb will be singular. Therefore, we have used is over here. Now next, my friend and benefactor has come. So here again we are referring to the same person. My friend and benefactor are not two different persons. It's the same person that we are talking about. Hence we will use singular verb over here. Therefore, has will come. Now next sentence, bread and butter is his only food. So now next rule is when two different subjects are connected by and both are preceded by article or possessive adjective, then verb should be plural. So what is your possessive adjective? Their, your, my, his, her and so on. So these are your possessive adjective. So keep this in mind, verb should be plural. So let us understand this with the help of some examples. The secretary and the accountant are present. So they are two different persons, hence we have used a plural verb. I have a black and a white cow. So this means I have two cows. One is black colored and the other one is white colored. As you can see, they both are adjectives and are preceded by article a and they are connected by and. So hence we have used a plural verb over here. Now moving on towards next sentence, my friend and my doctor are going to join politics. So here we are referring to two different persons and hence we will use plural verb over here. Now suppose if it was written my friend and doctor dash going to join politics. So now what will come over here? Let's discuss. So here we are referring to the same person because we have not used my, that is possessive adjective before doctor. Hence singular verb will come over here. So the answer is my friend and doctor is going to join politics. Now moving on towards a next rule. When a subject is joined to a verb using a relative pronoun like who, that, which, and so on, then the verb used will be according to the antecedent of that pronoun. So let me explain this with the help of an example. The boy who was lazy was punished. So boy is your antecedent, and who is your relative pronoun. So boy is what? Singular. Hence the verb used will also be singular. Therefore was is used over here. So it is singular. The boy who was lazy was punished. Now next sentence, the boys who were lazy were punished. So here boys is plural. Hence the verb used will also be plural. Now next rule is, when two subjects are joined by either or, neither nor, not only but also, or, nor, etc., the verb agrees with the nearer subject. So let's take an example. Neither the old man nor his sons are prepared to sell the cow. So as you can see, are is your verb. So the subject which is near to the verb is sons, and it is plural. Therefore the verb used will also be plural, hence we have used are over here. Now next sentence, either the cat or the dog has been here. So here dog is singular. Therefore the verb used will also be singular. Next, not only Raj but also his sons are very hardworking. Again, sons is your plural subject. Therefore the verb used will also be plural. Now moving on to the next rule, when two subjects are joined by as well as, then the verb agrees in number and person with the first one. So it agrees with the first one. That is, the verb agrees with the first subject. Now let us understand this with the help of an example. My comrades as well as I were invited by the chief of the tribe. So as you can see, subject 1 and subject 2 are joined using as well as. Hence, we will check subject 1 and see whether it is plural or singular. So as you can see, it is plural. Therefore, the verb used will also be plural. Hence, we will use were over here. So now next sentence, he as well as they was present. So he is your first subject and it is singular. Therefore, the verb used will also be singular. Now next sentence, silver as well as gold is a precious metal. Now moving on, our next rule is, when two subjects are joined by, along with, together with, in addition to, besides, no less than, and other similar expressions, the verb agrees with the first subject. So keep this in mind, the verb agrees with the first subject. So for example, the shop with its contents was burnt down. So shop is your first subject, so it is singular. Therefore the verb used will also be singular. So we will use was over here, which is singular. Now next sentence, Laura, together with her friends, practices yoga every day. So, as you can see, Laura is again singular. Therefore, your verb will also be singular. So, is it clear? Now, moving on, our next rule is two nouns qualified by each or every, even though connected by and, requires a singular verb. So, for example, every boy and every girl was given a silver medal. So, boy is a noun and girl is a noun over here, right? And both are preceded by every. Hence, the verb used will be singular despite being joined by and. Therefore, we will use was over here because it's a singular verb. Now, next sentence, every man and every woman was given a packet of sweets. Now, let's move on to our next rule. Each, every, each one, either, neither, everyone, everybody, anyone, anybody, nobody, somebody, someone, and so on must be followed by a singular verb. So, for example, each student has come. Everyone was happy with the outcome. Now, next rule, either of, neither of, each of, every one of must be followed by a plural noun and a singular verb. So, for example, each of the boys was given a pen. So, here each of is used, therefore, the noun will be plural and verb will be singular. Clear? So, each of the boys was given a pen. Next sentence, either of the candidates has stolen the book. So, here again either of is used. So, again our noun will be plural and our verb will be singular. Therefore, we have used candidates over here and has over here. Cool. Now, next sentence, neither of the two plans was approved. Every one of the hotels is full. Now, moving on to our next rule, one of the must be followed by a plural noun and a singular verb. But if pronoun who, that, etc. is used, then in that case plural noun and plural verb will be used. So, it is a very important rule. Please keep this in mind. So, let us understand this with the help of an example. One of the men is the victim of the crime. So, as you can see here, one of the is used and no pronoun like who, that is not used in this sentence. Hence, it must be followed by a plural noun and a singular verb. So, men is your plural noun and is your singular verb. Now, next sentence, Rohan is one of those boys who play cricket really well. So, as you can see here, pronoun who is used, so it is a pronoun. Therefore, here plural verb will be used. So, boys is your plural noun and play is your plural verb. So, Rohan is one of those boys who play cricket really well. Now, next rule is a large number of, a great number of must be followed by a plural noun and a plural verb. So, a number of is always followed by a plural noun and a plural verb. The number of must be followed by a plural noun and a singular verb. So, it is a very important rule. Please keep this in mind. It is frequently asked in exams. So now, let's take an example. A number of students have failed in Sanskrit. So, as you can see here, a number of is used. So, hence we have used a plural noun and a plural verb. Next sentence, the number of books in the library was 120. So, as you can see here, the number of is used. Therefore, we have used a plural noun and a singular verb. Now, next sentence, a large number of students were admitted to our institute. Now, moving on, our next rule is many. It indicates number. It is used with a plural noun and a plural verb. So, many is used with a plural noun and a plural verb. Next, many are or many an means a large number. It is used with a singular noun and a singular verb. Again, it is a very important rule. It is frequently asked in exam. It is followed by noun and verb in the plural form. So, your noun is also plural and your verb is also plural. Again, this is also very important. Keep this in mind. So, let us understand this with the help of example. Many persons have been suffering from malaria. So, here many is used. Therefore, plural noun and plural verb. The next is many a ship was sunk in the war. So, here many a is used, hence we have used a singular noun and a singular verb. Now, next, a great many persons have died at sea. So, here a great many is used and hence we have used a plural noun and a plural verb. So, now next rule is amount of, quantity of. When used with uncountable noun, then they must be followed by a singular verb. For example, the amount of money is not sufficient. The quantity of milk he bought for the party was enough. So, keep this in mind, they are followed by a singular verb. So, the amount of money is singular. So, now next rule is when most of, all of, a lot of, some of is used with uncountable noun, then the verb is singular, and when most of, all of, a lot of and some of is used with countable noun, then the verb is plural. For example, all of the students have taken the test. So, now here students is what? It is a countable noun, right? Therefore, the verb will be plural, hence we have used have over here. So, all of the students have taken the test. Some of the pie is missing. Now, next rule, when a plural noun denotes some specific quantity or amount considered as a whole, the verb is generally singular. For example, 10 miles is a long distance to cover in an hour. Another sentence, 50,000 rupees is a large sum. Now, next rule, 1 if used in a sentence should be used throughout. So, we did this rule earlier also in pronouns. Do you guys remember this rule? For example, one should keep one's promises. Another example, one should take care of one's health. Next, one must not boast of one's own success. I hope it is clear to you all. So, that's it for today. We will continue further in the next lecture. Thank you.